الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن جهنم كانت مرصادا. Indeed, hell is lying in ambush للطاغين مآبا, as a home for the transgressors. لابثين فيها أحقابا, where they will remain for endless ages. لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا, there they will not taste any coolness or drink. إلا حميما وغساقا, except boiling water and pus, oozing pus. جزاء وفاقا, a fitting reward. إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا, for they never expected any reckoning. وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا, and they totally rejected the signs, our signs. وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا, and we have everything recorded precisely. فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا, so the deniers will be told, taste the punishment, for all you will get from us is more torment. We, my respected brothers and sisters, we in the last session mentioned about ahqaba. What is the meaning of haqab? So there is a little bit more detail about haqab. Haqab means, according to some of the scholars, that ahqaba is a plural form and haqab is 80 years of akhirah. So if we take it 80 years, so one day of the judgment of akhirah is 50,000 years. And in one ayah, 1,000 years, one day. And there are 30 days in 1 month and 12 months in 1 year. And haqab is 80 years. Now you calculate how much it is going to be. 1,000 years of the worldly time, 1 day. Or 50,000 years, 1 day. And then 80 years with this time. So that is one interpretation, that it is 80 years. And some of the scholars, they said endless time. If we look towards the Arabic poetry, the ancient poetry, so there was a poet, his name was Hammasa. So he has written some of the poet, and he has used this word in his poetry, and he said, فَلَمْ تُلْقِيهِمْ حَقَبًا, that you will never be able to see them, to meet them. Haqaba means never, endless, there is no time limit. So some of the scholars, they have taken the meaning of haqab, that they will be endless there. There is another ayah which tells us that those people, they died on kufr. They died on the denying of the ayat, the signs from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the verses and orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They ikhsaw fiha wa la tukallamun, that you remain in it and you will never be able to talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will never be heard. So that ayah tells us that those people, they will be thrown in the hellfire and they will never ever be able to come out of it. But some of the scholars, they say, if we take لِلطَّاغِينَ مَآبًا, Taghin are those people, they are transgressed. They have crossed the limits. They gone beyond the boundaries. So there are some believers, they go beyond the boundaries. They cross the limits. They break and they disregard the orders from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if we take this ayah about them, lit-taghin, some of the believers as well. So what is going to happen with them? So the scholars, they said, they will remain there according to their sins and according to their bad deeds, and everyone will be treated and punished according to their bad deeds, and one day they will come out of that, as the Prophet ﷺ has mentioned in many ahadith, that every single believer who believed in La ilaha illallah and died on it, man qala la ilaha illallah dakhala al-jannah. Whoever said La ilaha illallah from the bottom of his heart, there's another hadith which says, Man qala la ilaha illallah mukhlisan, that he said La ilaha illallah, he believed in Allah and he believed in all what is what came and revealed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he believed all the basics and the foundation of Islam and other religions as well, in the prophets, in the books, in the angels, in the day of judgment. We know all those beliefs and the pillars of Islam. He will come out of the hellfire one day. When? Nobody knows. How much they're going to stay in there, the believers, nobody knows. So the scholars, they are divided, and they said that Haqab is also for the believers as well. They will stay there this much longer. But if we take the meaning of Haqab, endless time, then this verse or this word is just for the disbelievers. For what is the meaning for the believers? They will stay there, but one day they will be given freedom, or they will be given permission to come out and then enter into the paradise. The next ayah, La yadhuquna fiha bardan wala sharaba. Those people, this is about those people, they are in the hellfire. La yadhuquna fiha bard wala sharab. They will not taste. Taste means that they will even not be able to feel the coolness anymore when they are there. Because the hellfire, kullama khabat zidnahum sa'ira. It is what it is. The Jahannam, the hellfire. Even subhanallah, in the last session I mentioned that the Prophet ﷺ said, it is that much worse and that much heated and hot and severe, that the less punishment, the least punishment in the hellfire will be given the shoes of the hellfire to put it on. And when he will put it on, his brain will start boiling with the heat of his shoes. And there is another hadith that the people of Jahannam, they will be given the bowl of boiling water of the hellfire. When they will bring that boiling pus and blood of those, the dwellers of the hellfire, when he will bring it closer to his mouth to drink it, because they will be dying from thirst, they will be dying from the hunger, and they will be dying from the death, and the death will not come to them, and they will not die. They will be dying means there will be no death, and they will be suffering and going through even more than the death. So he will bring that bowl of pus and blood closer to his face, closer to his mouth, to drink it from the steam of that pus and blood of the Jahannam, of the hellfire, his lips will swell and his face will swell. And it is written in the books that the lower lip will cover the lower part of his face, and the upper lip will swell and will be swollen that much that it will cover the upper part of the face, and he will not be able to drink it. So that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا. They will never be able to feel إلا حميما وغساقا. Hamim means that boiling water. Hamim is called to that boiling substance or boiling thing that when it reaches the final stage of the temperature, and now it is not going to be heated more than that temperature, now it is going to be changed into the steam. It will melt into the air. For example, the water boils on 1,000 temperature of 1,000 grades. When it reaches 1,000, it never becomes 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, then 1,010 and 1,100. No, after 1,000 it starts becoming the steam. So Hamim is called to that water which is boiled and boiled to its final level. Now it is not going to boil more than that. Now it is going to turn into the steam. Illa Hamim. So they will be given in the Jahannam, they will be given Ghassaq. Ghassaq means the pus and the blood. After, if someone is burnt, may Allah save and protect all of us. If someone is burnt badly, you see that from the skin and from the body, there is some kind of pus and some kind of blood and some kind of, liquid comes out of that burning skin and burning flesh of the human body, of any and any of the part of the body. So that will be given to those people. They are dying from hunger and thirst. They will be given that to drink. So Hassan radiallahu an said that when they will be given that, they will drink it. They will drink it. And when they will drink it, the sip they will take, it will go through their intestines and it will come out of their body, melting and burning and going through the whole body, and it will come out from his back. He will drink it and it will go through the body. So that will be granted to them. Illa hamiman wa ghassaqa. Why it is happening to them? Allah is Rahim. Allah is Kareem. Arhamur Rahimin. But why? They are the human beings. Why they are being punished so badly? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا لَا يَرْجُونَ حِسَابًا وَكَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا كِذَّابًا. That was a level set for them. Allah sent the prophets. Allah revealed the books. Allah descended the books. And Allah opened everything for them. Allah guided them. For their guidance, Allah has done all to save them, to protect them. But they refused. But they denied. So when they refused and when they denied, so it is just with them to be punished. It is not unjust. It is just. Why? Because they were already told that this is the right way, this is the wrong way, this is the permissible way, and this is the prohibited way. You go this way is wrong. You go this way is right. They were already told it. So that's why they did not. And they were refusing that there is a reckoning day. there is a judgment day. La yarjun. Raja two means. One is hope, that they never hope that there will be questions, there will be reckoning, there will be judgment, we will be held accountable. They never thought of it. The next meaning of raja is fear. They were scared of it, that's why they were denying. They were not able and they were not that much courageous to accept the reality of akhirah. So they denied. وَكَذَّبُوا, and they denied بِآيَاتِنَا كِذَّابًا, on complete level, on an immense and utter level, that they refused all the signs and all the symptoms. They came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My brothers, my respectable sisters, this is a lesson not just for disbelievers, not just for kuffar. This is for us as well. Yes, as I said in the beginning, that some of the scholars, they say that this is for believers as well. Even those believers, they deny. They do not adhere to the law, to the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They will end up to that point as well. May Allah save and protect all of us. So this is an eye opener for us. Quran is a book of guidance, hidayah. How it guides? It is the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah has opened Jannah, Allah has opened Jahannam, and Allah has told us all what they will go through, and all the grants and all the gifts and all the comforts of akhirah and all the punishments of akhirah. Allah has opened and revealed everything in the Quran, so we may take the lesson and reflect and refrain from all that which is going to lead towards that. And may Allah save us and may Allah protect all of us. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us ability to understand Quran, to learn the Quran and to implement it in our practical life and to spread it to every single human being of the world, inshaAllah. Ameen ya Rabbi.